So today we are going to be doing a bit of core for spicing up the prana by a little bit of our core work, sort of a little dash of Pilates, a little bit of abdominal work, and we're going to pepper that with a few stretches to feel kind of nice and balanced. But this one is really almost to give us a sort of dose of alignment and power in the core to support our further practice. So whenever you're ready, coming down to your backs and just finding a moment with your feet about hips distance apart as you lay your back down to just spread the arms nice and wide, wriggle the fingers. Let your breath empty from the mouth. And then just let your knees move gently side to side. So the feet are on the ground and we're just painting little windscreen wiper movements with the knees. I like you to feel like your breath moves in and out a bit more fully without too much force or patterns. The eyes might be closed here. And depending on where you're coming from today, you might be taking just this moment to close the eyes and get into the body. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's start to bring the knees up level so that over the feet are flat to the ground, and we're just going to slide your hands down towards your ribs. Bringing your attention to the breath underneath the hands as a physical movement. I want you to just see if you can imagine releasing the feet and releasing the face from any and all tension that it might be keeping. Nice full swells of breath. Inhaling, starting to pick up your left shin. Stretching your right leg all the way out in front of you. Just spend a moment rotating the ankles. Give yourself a nice squeeze of that shin, feeling your back press into the ground. Inhaling, taking your right shin towards you, extend that left leg. So we're just changing over, rotating the ankles. Feeling your back pressing into the ground. Starting to warm up your breath, so you're breathing in and out through the nose. Your exhale is half closed in the throat, so we're creating that steaming sound. In and fully out. Starting to bring your chest off the ground and your left foot as well floating off the ground. So we're just floating on our back as we bring a big change to your left shin. Right leg extends, still floating. Breathe in. Big change to your right leg. Breathe in, breathe out. Change to your left. Breathe in and out, right shin. In, out, left shin. In, out, right shin. In and out, left shin. Now we're going to speed it up. Right, left, almost like you're pedaling a bicycle. Left, right, left, right, left. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bringing the shins towards you, relaxing your head, letting your breath open and empty from the mouth. Starting to press your feet down to the ground again. Hands face down either side of your hips. We're going to start to rise your pelvis bones off the ground into your half bridge. Lifting your heart out of your shoulders and feeling like your feet have four corners each. So we're using the weight through all the toes, inner and outer edges of the feet. Notice your glute muscles strengthening, really wrapping up and to support those hip bones. And then we're just going to drop the pelvis just an inch and then squeeze back into that glute support, rising the hips again. Let's speed that up, dropping the hips, lifting up, drop, squeeze, drop, squeeze, drop, squeeze. We're going to double time, drop, 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 lift, drop, 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 drop. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze and then exhale. Let's let that pelvis land all the way back down. Feeling your alignment come back. Let's squeeze the shins in towards the chest. Breathing out of the mouth. Inhaling, start to rock the knees forwards and back. Get a little momentum to come all the way up to sitting. As we extend those legs, feel those hamstrings take that stretch, peel out the glutes. And we're going to think about the core, front and back here, and airing out the spine. So we're going to inhale, keeping the toes pointing towards the ceiling so we have intention through the ankles, knees and hips. We're breathing in to lengthen the arms up, taking the hands together to prayer position. As we exhale, we're going to slow chop that forward. Feel the length through both legs, through your back. It doesn't have to be too far. Inhaling, coming up, feeling the length come into your spine. As we exhale, we're going to round the spine. Feel your abdominal muscles pressing back all the way to the ground as we tap the hands above you on the ground. Exhaling, let's reverse that. Hands move forward and pull you back up using your core. So let's repeat that exhale. We might come down a little further, stretch the legs, drop the head. Breathing fully in, lengthen your spine taller. Breathing fully out, using the abdominal muscles to land each vertebrae and then tap. Breathing in, bring the hands forwards, use your stomach muscles to come back up. Exhaling forwards, legs stretch. Inhaling up, tall. Exhaling abdominals, vertebrae to tap, and reversing that to breathe in. Exhale forwards. Inhale up. Exhale round. Tap. Inhale reverse. Last time forwards. Up. Breathing in. Exhale. Rounding to tap. Inhale, reversing. Good. Sit your hip bones really nice and level. Exhale, we're going to open the hands and just drape those arms forwards. And your hands might land either side of your thighs, letting your head and chest relax. Keeping the lower back bright, sitting you tall. You might be landing the hands outside the shins or even catching your big toes with the first and middle fingers. So taking that double hamstring stretch for 3 more breaths. Breathing in, start to lengthen. We're going to bring the knees gently up. So we're going to find gently into our open hip position, our butterfly or Baddha Konasana, And you might find that this is quite tight today. Don't worry if you want to take this quite easy going, this next movement. So we're going to rock the hips side to side. Find a little elevation in the lower back. Hands can be on the shins, ankles or feet. And find your stretch. It might just be that the knees are easing down as you sit tall. Giving yourself 2 more deep breaths to stretch. Inhaling, starting to lift the chest up. We're actually going to be using these hip flexors and the hip muscles a little bit. So you might take your fingertips either side of your hips for this first one. We're just going to flex your heels so the feet move away from each other. Exhale like a little frog pushing off. We're just going to push those feet gently forwards. Align the knees towards the ceiling and then pick those knees back up using your core. So we're going to go open, frog's legs, push, align, back up. Open, frog's legs, align, back up. If you're comfortable, we're going to float the arms as well. Open, forwards, align, come up. Open, heels flex, align, come up. 2 more. 1 more. Exhaling, give yourself a little squeeze and take your feet to cross underneath you or around to the side, stretching back on your child's pose. So the shins are a little apart. We're rinsing that torso out, stretching the fingers forwards, releasing that head in between the arms. We're going to give ourselves 2 deep breaths more, just stretching out that back, releasing the face muscles. And then when you're ready, inhale, coming through tabletop to align, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to find down dog. So we're going to stretch each hamstring, feel each calf muscle and take a big wriggle of the hips side to side. And then I'd like you to just walk your hands gently towards your feet so you feel that stretch deepen in your forwards fold. Really trying to rise up your sit bones as we bend the knees and fold gently over ourselves here. Let's take one hand to each opposite elbow, find raggy doll, a bit more of shifted space from your shoulders down. And then relax the arms and simply roll up. So we're going to take our time coming up. And as you bring each vertebrae to stack, just lift as tall as you can, feeling like that mountain as you come to Tadasana. So we're just going to stretch through the right arm, up into the air, and then through the left. And then I would like you to just feel each side of the body as you just kind of climb that ladder. Give yourself 1 or 2 more deep breaths. Breathing in, take the arms up, shake it out to your sides as if you're shaking off water. Cross the arms over as you bend the knees, take a big breath in and up. Shake it out. 1 more time. Shake it out. Breathing in, just come up tall and just take a little bend in both knees. We're just going to allow the arms to flop from one side to the other. So your torso is powering your arms for a little twist. Nothing too intense. One or two more little thwacks. And then just letting that subside. as you come into equal steady feet. Breathing in, take the hands forwards, open and around to the back of you. Interlacing the hands, you can open the chest here, squeezing shoulders together, or take the hands to elbows if that's a little tight. We're breathing in to lift the heart and breathing out to bend the knees. So as if you're kind of skiing forwards on really nice aligned knees and hips, allowing the chest to open, lifting through your sit bones in forwards fold. Exhaling, release your hands to the ground. Walking all the way forwards, I want you to find your way onto the belly. Breathing in, hands underneath the shoulders to lift through cobra. Finding your arch. Lift the hips back on tucked toes, child's pose. Breathing in, round your shoulders, come all the way down to your belly. Breathing in, lift the chest, breathing out, back to tucked toes. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in, rounding through your tabletop, down to the belly, breathing out. Breathing in, lift the chest, and back on tucked toes. And then as you breathe in, just rock your belly all the way forwards. Come down. And from here, let's take one last set of core strength. Take the arms, chest, and legs to float. So this time you're only floating on your belly, on your Shalabhasana. Your breath is going to warm up a little bit as it supports you. We're going to take a kind of feeling of squeezing in the arms either side of you, same with the legs. Make sure your neck isn't craning, the eyes are slightly down. One last deep breath. Breathing in and breathing out to relax down. Hands gently under the shoulders to lift your chest. Tabletop. Crossing the feet underneath you or around the side to come into crossed legs. And we're going to finish in crossed legs today. If you prefer, you can come down to your Shavasana. We're just going to take a little rock of the hips side to side, a couple of wraps of the shoulders back and down. Let's feel like we can release the breath more softly, opening the mouth. Feel the weight of the arms and your sit bones on the ground. Taking up the right hand, first a middle finger to your third eye point. We're going to close the right nostril with the right thumb. Breathe in deeply through the left side. And then at the top of the breath, change to your ring finger on the left nostril and breathe out through your right nostril. Same side to breathe in. Changing to the thumb to softly breathe out. Breathe in through the left side. Changing to the ring finger, breathe out through the right. Same side to breathe in. Change to the thumb and breathe out through the left. Let's do one more round, breathing in, left side. Changing over, breathing out, right side. Breathing in, right side. changing over, breathing out, left side. Relaxing your hands to your knees, imagine that breath coming in through your left nostril. Passing through the third eye and breathing out through the right side. Simply imagine breathing in through the right side. Passing through the third eye and breathing out on the left side. Now we're going to imagine breathing in equally through both nostrils, through the center of the third eye and crown. Sitting you taller and letting your breath fully empty. Two more times, central breath. Whenever you're ready, prayer position together. Take a little rinse of the hands so you get a bit of friction going in the palms. And we'll take that energy from your palms over closed eyes. Just let your head sort of rest in your hands. Take a full breath in and softly out of the mouth. Letting your hands move towards your lap. Let's just rise the chin, gently open the eyes. Take in the light in the room. Find some colour to appreciate. And let's say namaste to each other. Palms together towards the chest. Namaste. I hope you're feeling a little bit more powered and warm in your middle and root muscles. And wishing you a really nice day ahead. Thanks so much, and see you next time.